I just want to say to any formal uh, people who want to challenge from class 49, if I miss something or if I said something wrong, you can correct me in the comments or something or text me about it. But remember, y'all know I had a concussion, so I don't really remember much. But okay. Duh. What's up, Big Brats? Okay, so today, I'm going to be talking about the garbage truck is coming by. Hate the garbage truck. But today I'm going to be talking about what went down in challenge. Okay? Okay. Okay. So, I mean, you guys really don't know what challenge is. So, challenge, New Jersey Challenge Academy, I guess that's what it's called. It's a program for like juveniles, I would say. And also, if the lighting keeps going out, it's because I'm using natural lighting. So I will be getting my ring light soon. I'll be using my ring light. But challenges for like juveniles, kids that are not doing in school. Sometimes kids who just wanna get their GED early. And of course my reason was because I need help with my my attitude, like everything. Why I wanted to challenge everything. But I was a juvenile, so yeah, well, people who know me know I'm not a juvenile anyways. But yeah, so people who know me know I'm not a juvenile, but it is for people who need help. Like if you have no other resource, like you're sleeping in a car, you can go there. It's free. It's completely free. I'm going to say this. I don't care if anybody from Challenge watches, like the head director or whatever, all this. I would not recommend anybody to go to Challenge unless you got an attitude problem and everything. Don't go to Challenge. Period. Don't go to Challenge. Like from when I was there, from when I left, and I'll get to the reason why I left. Don't worry, it's not because I was ready to go home. Literally, it's not because of that. But when you go, okay, so you do the application and everything, and then you wait for a letter or an email saying that you got in, right? And so yeah, I got all of that, and then that's when we had to go to orientation. And let me tell y'all. So they're like, oh, challenges, beautiful. You get lobsters, you get steak, you get all of this. You're gonna have enjoyment. I can't wait for you guys to be here. When I tell you what's the word? What is that word? I forget the word. What's the word? Oh my gosh, I forget the word. But they made that place seem like it was beautiful. They made it seem like we were sitting on couches. We was gonna be eating 5-star food. Mind you, it is, I mean, not that I'm saying that, what's those people? Army people can't have good food, but it's an army base. They're supposed to be learning how to eat rations and stuff like that. But they made that place look like it was about to be the best place ever. Like we finna have fun. Like they were saying we was gonna go on field trips and all this other stuff. So yeah, so we go to orientation and let us know. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. So that's when I'm getting a little nervous, and then we had to, after we got to the orientation, we had to come back for another day to make sure we are qualified to go. And like they asked you this question, smoking and stuff and all the other stuff. And that's when that's when like you find out that you're gonna go and everything. So they give you this whole listing of everything you need. When I tell you all that stuff was, I had mad stuff. I had extra stuff that I didn't even need. Like, you gotta bring, everything has to be looking like white. You could bring long johns, white shirts, granny underwear. We could not wear, you know, Victoria's Secret, pink underwear, nothing, granny underwear. But do you know what some people did? They snuck their underwear in. They wore layers of underwear. And I know I had one nice pair of black boy short underwear. I did have boy shorts, not in wear granny pants, but I did have boy shorts. But the boy shorts that I wore, they were a little bit loose. But the one pair of boy shorts that I had, they were booty fitting. They were booty fitting. But oh yeah, if you want to lose weight, also get a challenge. But yeah, so what's next? So we get on the bus and everything. I know we get there, we get to the place where the drop off is, right? Okay, so drop off, I think I started October something. October 20 something. October 20 something. I know it was in October though. So I'm trying to think, I'm sorry. So we have to go through all this writing stuff. They gotta check the bags. Mind you, they sitting there already
yelling at you. I'm like, what are you yelling at me for? They're like, put the bag down. Your grandma's not supposed to be holding it. You're supposed to be holding it. I'm like, all right. You don't be yelling like that.
So mind you, that was the no, that was not the director. That was the commandant, the lady. Her, oh my gosh. Her, yes. Okay, so with the commandant, she was yelling. And so I'm just like, it's early in the morning. It's early in the morning. Oh, you cannot have your phone either. But yeah, it's early in the morning. They're yelling and stuff. I'm carrying these heavy bags. You know, y'all know I don't lift nothing. I don't want to carry nothing heavy. So I'm sitting here struggling. I'm like, so, but yeah, so we carry stuff in. They're like,
take your bags out. Take the stuff out of your bags now, cadet, cadet, cadet.
I'm like, why are you yelling? Like, it's early. So okay, so we're taking our stuff out the bag. I'm sitting here rushing like, go faster, go faster. I'm like, all right, because I'm not gonna be yelled at, and I'm gonna take my time. So I'm gonna take my time, get my stuff out and everything. And as we move to the next station, and I see most of the people, my sergeants that were gonna be with me. Not gonna give any names, but yeah, I don't know how I had my hair. Oh, I had gel braids. I'm gonna put a clip in. Okay, so yes, I had gel braids. I was looking like Cleo from Civil Band. No, not Civil Band. What is it? Cleo. Y'all know who Cleo is. I'm putting a
Braids all tight, my head hurting, I'm sitting here scratching.
But anyways, yes, so we get there and we get to our seats and they give us this handbook. Everything in the handbook you have to remember. You have to remember. Prior, because of my head injury, I don't remember the pledge or the rules or anything like that. All I remember is as a cadet, I will. That's all I remember. That is all I remember, which is so sad. But yeah, so they give us this handbook and they're telling us to memorize the cadet pledge and everything, and they show us how to stand. And I remember, the way they have to stand, it's gonna make you be knock-kneed. Like, seriously. Talking about some
Cadet? Like,
dang, deep behind what? It be the ladies too. Talking about Cadet Gibson. Oh yeah, they called you by your last name too. They didn't call you by your first name. Talking about Cadet Gibson. Are you talking? Like, mind your business. Mind your business. If I'm talking, I'm talking. know what I'm saying? So they get after a while, after everybody's coming in, they give us lunch. Right? Give us lunch. Y'all know I am picky. They
give us this soggy behind sandwich and chips and fruit. I ate the chips.
I ate the fruit. And they made us come up in line to get some water. No juice. We can't have no juice. None of that. So, yeah, so they give us that sandwich. I was like, I don't want this sandwich. So they're like, just try to eat it. So I'm trying to feel, you know, I'm picky. I'm trying to feel for the soft parts and not the like soggy parts. So I'm eating around it. Mind you, it's nasty. It's salami and cheese and stuff. I just don't eat no salami and cheese. What I look like eating salami and cheese. But anyway, so yeah, I ate the fruit. And there was people there who was like vegan, couldn't eat certain things. Like, girl, why would you come here and you finna be picky like that? Like, you better go on. But yeah, so fast forward, we get everything. We get to the place. We put our stuff in this heavy behind bag, bro. We put our stuff in this heavy behind bag. That bag was heavy. I'm sitting here breaking I was about to cry. That's how heavy that bag. And mind you, we were on the 3rd floor. When my dad went there, the boys were on the 3rd floor and the girls was on the 2nd floor. So they put the girls on the 3rd floor. And that bag, I'm sitting. Like, that bag was heavy. The bag was heavy. I was mad. But okay, so we get there and everything. They tell us to put our bags in front of our lockers. So I was in the first locker room. So there's a rack room, locker room, space in between rack room, locker room. So I was in first rack room and I was in first locker room because whatever locker room you're in, that's the rack room you're in. So the rack room, the first 2 rooms right here are connected. The last 2 rooms are connected. So yeah, we put our stuff down and everything. I don't remember if they let us pack our stuff away right away. I don't know. I don't remember. But after that, we went and sat in the overflow room. Now, the overflow room is where everything happens. Fights, arguments, like, so much stuff. But yeah, we used to, okay, so we're in there and everything. Everybody's getting to know each other. I'm just sitting there like, I don't want to get to know none of y'all. None of y'all. You know, some people, they clicked up already. I don't like meeting new people, and that's my problem. So I was not talking to nobody. Like, no. But yeah, so I didn't want to get to know nobody. So I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh, it was one girl that I did become close with in the beginning. Yeah. Let's say Lincoln. Yep, Lincoln. I got close to her, and you know, not close, but like we talked to each other, we helped each other. Yes, I remember I helped her with. We had lockers next to each other, so yeah. And by the way, I was the second oldest there. There were 4 oldest people. I was the second. I don't remember. But yeah, so I was with her a lot until we dispersed with our groups and everything. So we're getting used to everybody. Eventually, I think we did unpack our stuff. Okay, so the first night we slept in our sweat clothes. We didn't change our clothes, which I was upset. Everybody was upset. So we're all trying to figure out, are we taking a shower? Are we taking a shower? Mind you, we only have 5 minutes to shower. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all that. We only have 5 minutes to shower and 7 minutes to eat. 5 minutes to shower, yeah. But yeah, so trying to figure out. So they let us know, no, we're not taking showers. So they tell us the whole time to continue reading our handbook, study, because we're gonna have like pop quizzes and stuff on it, everything. So yeah, we go to bed. I don't remember what time we went to bed at, but when you go to bed, they give you your racks. You can't pick any rack that you want. They pick it for you. There's an office. There's an office right in front of rack room 1, and that's where everything is. Everything is in there. And so we looked at cleaning supplies and everything, where the water fountain was and everything. So yeah, that's when they'll say, stand at attention in front of your racks. There could be people on top, could be people at the bottom. They say stand at your racks, and then they say mount. So you lay there straight, still at attention, and then they say rest. Like, you can get under your covers and everything. And we had to fix our bed every morning. Oh, and also when we were there, they gave us dinner. Same thing, but this time the sandwich is better. It wasn't soggy, so I did eat the sandwich because I was hungry. We had sandwiches and fruit and drinks. So yes, fast forward, we getting used to the place, getting used to waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. On weekends we wake up at 5:30, a little bit more. So we wake up at 5 every morning and we clean. Some people are assigned, everybody is assigned to a thing. If you go there, you would pray you do not get bathroom. With the group that I was in, class 49, those girls were disgusting. They're like disgusting. People were smelling like fish, and people was smelling like hot piss. Like nobody knew how to shower or something. We had to get shower lessons and everything. I'm going ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, fast forward, we're getting used to everything, getting used to waking up, changing quickly. We did not get our uniforms until late in the months. And you know, we was begging for them uniforms. But then as soon as we got our uniform, we're like, nope. Take them back. Take them back. I did not want that uniform. My feet was hurting. My boots, my feet was hurting. I would show y'all my boots. I might just take a picture of them and put them in a clip, but I don't know yet. But yeah, we were crossing the streets and stuff. So I'm saying, they're like, Brittany, go. I mean, Gibson, go. You got this. You got this, Gibson. Let's go.
I'm like, yeah, I got this.
So yeah, we finally get there. We get there to the place. I had 2 asthma attacks in the same day. So we get there and I just drop like, and I'm like, and they're like, Gibson, what's wrong? I'm like, cause we couldn't have anything in our pockets because our pockets were sewn. Yes, you could not have pockets. You had to sew your pockets up. And so Lincoln, she was like, I'm sorry, Gibson, I gotta go in your chest. Gotta go in your chest. So Simi was there too. Simi, which was one of the friends that I got close with, and she was like, oh, she was just saying that, oh yeah, I know what I have to do. Her sister has asthma and everything. So Frankie, so Lincoln went in my bra, took out my thing, and gave me 2 pumps. So I'm calming down. They're like, put your arms up. They took all my clothes off and everything. All my jackets off and everything. And I calmed down eventually. That's how I for a little bit. That's when I went back in. So I'm walking, going to my seat. And they're like, are you good? You good? I'm like, I'm good. So that's when, and they're like, Gibson, stop laughing. Because I was laughing at something. I don't know what was funny, but I was laughing at something. And so like, Gibson stopped laughing. So all of a sudden, I'm coughing. I'm sick. like about to die. Like I'm about to die again. So I'm getting up. They're like, oh, Gibson, go get some water. So I just drop again.
I'm like, hyperventilating.
So that's when Turkey came. Now that's one of my other friends. And I think Willie was there and that was one of my other friends. I'm disguising their names because I don't want to put their names out there. Okay, so yeah, that's when Willie came in. And I think she was there too. Yes. Simi, Turkey, and Willie were all there helping me, and they took my shirt off, and I'm like about to pass out and everything, and I'm just all this and everything about to pass out. And that's when I went in the bathroom. They put towels around my face, and one of the sergeants was like, you need to listen to my voice. You need to
Listen to my voice. And as I'm talking, I want you to breathe the way I'm talking.
And so I'm just sitting there like, I'm standing there like, still hyperventilating, and it's like, calm down, get some calm down. And they put wet paper towels all around my head. And mind you, I'm trying to move it away from my hair. You know, we got thick hair, so the hair get wet, it gets thick. So I'm like, ooh, I'm still hyperventilating. I'm like, so that's when I finally calmed down, went to go get some water. Mind you, they gave me, the reason why my asthma attack came back again is because Simi, she gave me more than 2 pumps, so that activated the asthma attack again. So that's when it was like, we gotta go to the hospital. So we went to the hospital and everything, and they told me what was wrong. And that's when we came back to the thing. They're like, Gibson, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I know you lying. I know you don't want to know if I'm okay. Period. I know you don't want to know if I'm okay. Stop being fake. But anyways, you know, I kept a smile like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. So, yeah, so eventually, I don't remember when we started going to that chow hall, but when I tell you, there were like so many arguments. Oh wait, yeah, so Simi, Willie, and Turkey, we all became close friends in there. Yes, I was so close with Ruby, but you know, we kind of drifted and everything, and stuff was said and stuff. But yeah, and then we have these 2 girls. I think I just spit. These 2 girls, I don't say names, but the whole platoon thought they were in love with each other because they were always together. They was always touching and everything. But yeah, so, but mind you, Witty was like using Woody. Like, not like just like Woody would be there for Witty, but if it was the other way around, Witty wouldn't be there for Woody. And so like that's when I guess my group kind of took Woody in, and that's when things started happening because I didn't notice them and everything. Like, they're saying, oh yeah, Woody's in love with you. I'm like, no, she's not. They're like, yes, she is. I'm like, no, she's not. They're like, yes, she is. I'm like, oh, I don't even notice it. And mind you, she always wanted me to get in the shower with her and her shower group. I'm like, and I would try to hide. Like, I'm like, no, go, I'm talking. So that's what she was like. She would try to like go all the way to the end just so she can get in the shower with me. I'm like, I don't like girls. So like, stop. And so she would tell me like, I want this to go more than what this is in here. I'm like, I'm trying to worry about getting my GED, you know. And so that's when she said it.
I'm in love with you, Gibson.
I didn't say anything because I had a boyfriend. What am I supposed to say? Like, what do you want me to say? You told me you love me. Like, I don't know. Like, she would give me notes and stuff. Mind you, we can't pass notes in there. She would put notes in my locker and everything. Just a lot of stuff. And, yeah, so against everything, and we had to, every time we woke up in the morning, we had to put on sweat clothes. And I know I'm all over the place with this story. We had to put on sweat clothes to exercise, and mind you, we exercising in the dark. Like, that joint would be scary. We had to run around the building and everything. But yeah, there will be so many fights and there arguments because we're constantly, sorry about the air, we're constantly sitting in four walls. So what do you think? We don't go on field trips. We don't go outside. Mind you, the boys went outside and the boys were worse than us. So like it was really ridiculous. So yeah, we're like, when are we going outside? We like, it was aggravating because you're smelling hot breath all day and people who smell like fish. Like when I tell you girls in there's hygienes were bad, it was bad. Like the girls, like when we first got there, the girls that were in rack room 1, rack room 2, their room, the fish smell was melted into the wall. Like it was ridiculous. Like how can y'all go days smelling like that? Like one of them smelled like hot piss, one of them smelled like fish, somebody smelled like must, like somebody was stinking. It was never nobody smelling good. Like, you know, I was always smelling good up in there. So yeah, it's either I was putting my good smelly lotion on my clothes. I never stunk in there. Like we had to go through hygiene classes, like sergeants had to talk to us because they were tired of the smell. Like men sergeants will come upstairs and be like, oh, it stinks and I smell something and it's burning my nose. But yeah, I was like, it would just be something that I'm like, you're like, y'all stink in here. Do y'all not smell yourself? I know y'all sit on this floor with y'all legs cocked open smelling that. Like, but eventually we did get chairs and desks and everything, and you know, people went in their cliques, people sat in their thing, and Turkey, she was the one who placed where the chairs were for, I don't know who was the first one, but I think Turkey was the first one, I don't remember. But yeah, she was the first one to place where the chairs went. So you know, she gave us the best chairs. So there were other chairs also. I think we had rolly chairs at first. And I think we had some desks too. And some people get desks. Mind you, people fight over the chairs. And you know, if you didn't put your stuff in your chair was taken. And you know, that breaks out fights and stuff. Like, we would get into arguments because we're just staring at each other. Like, I'm not trying to be looking at you. I remember I got into an argument with somebody because they thought I was shaking my butt. Okay, so, it wasn't somebody. It was Simi. Before we became friends in the program, we got into an argument. And so I'm laying on the floor like this. And there was a wall, and I had my feet on it. And I'm sitting there bouncing my feet. So, you know, who's ever seen me before knows I have a big butt, so you know it's gonna automatically shake. But like, I'm not thinking anything of it, and you know, we can't be inappropriate. So she was like, oh, why you over there? She's like, why you over there shaking your ass? I'm like, nobody's shaking their ass. Yes, I did have a few times where I did curse because it was like, people take you out of your character in that place. So it just escalated to her getting up, yelling, talking about, I'll smack you. So I'm just standing there waiting. I'm like, come on. So it's like, Gibson, just go. I'm like, no. So like, Gibson, just go. I'm like, all right, know what? I'm gonna just walk because Simi, she's looking like a fool, yelling and stuff, and people holding her back. And mind you, nobody's holding me back because I'm like, I'm not that. I'm just saying, like, nobody's shaking their butt. First of all, even if I was shaking my butt, what does that have to do with you? We used to get into arguments a lot because we're sitting in four walls, still staring at each other all day, looking at the same people, everything. I was talking about how Turkey, she was the one who our chairs where they were and everything. So everybody's getting used to her, everybody getting in their own cliques. Mind you, we're not supposed to have cliques and everything. So it was this one big group. It was like, I don't know how many girls were in that group, but it was this one big clique. Everybody, I wouldn't say everybody was scared. I don't think anybody was scared of him technically. Maybe some people, certain people, but majority of the platoon was not scared. I definitely wasn't scared of him. But so that group decides, because that group did not like my group. It was this one big group, and they did not like us. Me, Willie, Turkey, and Cindy. So they decided my wash stuff was never in there. And no, I think it was in there at the time, but I don't think they knew what was mine. But they
decided to, one of the girls decided to wipe her period blood. Yes, period blood.
On my friend's 2 rags. Man. Oh my gosh. When I tell you that was the most disgusting thing anybody can do that I've ever seen, that was disgusting. She wiped her period blood on it. I don't think Willie or Simmy washed up with it, but they seen it, and you know, things would haywire. So yeah, this story is gonna be this video is gonna be all over the place because prior to my memory power, I really don't remember much, but I remember a lot. And so yeah, we were in the shower group and everything. People would flick the lights off. You know, people be yelling, talking about, I can't, all this extra stuff. I'm like, if y'all don't shut up. Mind you, after a while, when people wanted to get into groups with each other, shower groups, they eventually made a group. The sergeants eventually made groups because our group was so out of control. They couldn't control a lot. But yeah, they couldn't control us that much because we were so out of control. They would tell us, oh, we're gonna get this taken away if we don't do that, and like if you didn't listen to the sergeants, they would drop you. So yeah, I got dropped a lot, and that's why I lost most of the weight I lost, because I got dropped a lot. But yeah, and then there was another situation in the program with the same group, but it's not as many girls. I think it was 3 girls, 3 or 4 or 3 in this one. So
one of the girls decides to pee in somebody's face wash. Pee in somebody's face wash. Are you serious? They better be lucky the girl whose face wash it was.
She didn't use that because that would have been terrible for her skin. I was like, oh, y'all hoes is nasty. Y'all are nasty. And this is exactly why your rack room and your locker room smell like fish. Because all of y'all smell like fish. But yeah, so after a while, after that group broke up, Smitty, she came to our group. And you know, Smitty, I mean, not really came to our group, but she was with us more because Smitty, she was cool with everybody, you know? And she's crazy one. She's a crazy one. And that's, yeah. And for eating wise, eventually we did start going to the chow hall. Chow hall, it was okay. But because the boys were so bad, we got a couple things taken away, because like plates and stuff, because they had a spaghetti fight. But yeah, so we used to get kicked out of the chow hall. I remember I walked out of the chow hall because I was telling my friend that she had bacon in her yogurt. So one of the sergeants took my breakfast away. So I walked out. I said, you know what? Yeah, I'm not about to be sitting here. You just about to take my breakfast, because I wanted to. We couldn't talk in the chow hall. And yeah, so yeah, I walked out. I remember one time we all got kicked out. All 4 of us got kicked out. And they used to tell us, Gibson, Simmy, Willie, Smitty, you can't sit together anymore. So, you know, we always try to find our ways to sit with each other. And we eventually did every single time we sat with each other. And, yeah, breakfast was good sometimes. Lunch was good sometimes. They would give us pink meat sometimes. Dinner was good sometimes. Sometimes they had spaghetti. You know, I don't eat spaghetti. Spaghetti's disgusting. But yeah, they made that place sound like it was amazing. Like, it was total opposite. It's good for you to go for your attitude and stuff and weight loss, but academic wise, no, it wasn't good because they were so unorganized. The program was so unorganized. Like, we eventually went to school and everything. We started going on field trips and stuff. There was fights in classes and stuff. There was a lot of fights. There was a lot of fights that going on that I seen from when I was there. And when you're in on the third floor for rack rooms, they would sometimes switch you. If there's drama going on, they would switch you. And if like you're in major trouble or you're sick, it's this PC room that they can put you in, and once you're in there, you can't go nowhere. Like, you can't go nowhere. It's this. I wouldn't know how that feels, but I know one of the girls that was in my group knows how it feels. And like, the nurses, they don't accommodate to how you're feeling. Like, that's why I had to leave, because I had a concussion. So, and it was like getting worse being there, and not getting any sleep, waking up in the middle of the night because my head is freaking pounding and there's no nurse there to give you anything. And if they give you something, it might not be the right dosage of what you're supposed to really take and everything. And I'm just sitting here like, I need to go home. Like, I can't be here. Y'all are not accommodating to my thing and everything. So, but like, school would be like regular school, but it would be like this, like, quick. You had to get onto that quick. Like, it was aggravating at times. Some of the teachers were aggravating, especially Miss Kerr. She's Indian, so you know they voice get annoying. And she had that strong accent. And you know, she didn't like me. She didn't like me that much. But yeah, we got awards for like monthly things, you know, like award. You know what I'm talking about. I remember I thought I got an award because it said Gibson. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't look at the first name, so I'm still thinking I'm getting an award. So it's awards day and everything. So all I hear is Gibson. I was about to walk out until I see the boy Gibson walking out. I'm like, that's foul as ever. Anybody who saw that could have told me it was not me. Like, and we had 6 periods. Yes, we had 6 periods. If I could find my book, I would put a clip in and show y'all the books. But I don't have a book. I mean, I don't know what my book is. But yeah, we had 6 periods: history, English, science, math, and study hall. Yes. So throughout those times, we went to lunch, breakfast, lunch, and class started at 8 something and it ended at 1 something, I think. I don't remember. But yeah, so they would switch our rack rooms and stuff. I remember we got into this pillow fight. Yo, that thing was crazy because we wasn't having no fun there. Like, it was no fun. Like, so we're just like, Lincoln was like, okay, what idea? Let's have a pillow fight. So I'm like, yeah, I'm down. So that's when it was like, so we're gonna wait into the soldier. So we got 2 soldiers. We got 2 soldiers, and we're gonna like wait. One, she did not care. Like, she had a straight attitude most of the time, and like when you say hi to her, she would go like this. I'm just like, oh, okay. What's your attitude, sis? Okay, but yeah. And then one, she was like, she was just like the fun, I guess. Not really fun. She was kind of not strict. I don't know how to describe her, but yeah. We got into this big pillow fight because the sergeants, they had went downstairs. So it was like, oh, the sergeant's not up here, let's just do this. So it was Lincoln and another girl, and it was me. So that's when they went. One went this way, one went into rack room 2 because we was gonna go bombard them. And so one into rack 2. I saw the soldier right there. She looked at me. I'm like, started hitting me. I'm like, nobody cares about you standing there. And mind you, the soldier that was near our rack room, she saw us run past, and she just sitting there biting her nails. And she was biting her nails with nothing left on her fingers. After a while, we got to the fight. It was like a quick thing that happened. So, not fight, pillow fight. So that's when the sergeant came upstairs. She said, "Have y'all lost y'all effing mind? Y'all better get into y'all mop and rack rooms and get in that mop bed." I said, "Oh snap, yo!" And me and Lincoln ran right past her. I was gonna stop. I got a little scared. I was gonna stop. And that's when we ran past, we got to our rack room. She said, y'all must think I'm crazy. I'ma show y'all crazy. Yo, she took away so much stuff. She took away our TV time. She took away different things in the shower hall that we couldn't get. We couldn't get no salad, and we couldn't get no soup. This was like going on for a couple days, couple weeks. And that's when everybody's like, oh, we should just apologize. I'm like, why we apologize for fun? And you know, Lincoln was like her daughter in the program. So some people say they had favorites. Honestly, I didn't care who was favorite, who wasn't favorite, because I'm my own favorite. I'm my own favorite. So yeah, so Lincoln, she like kept apologizing because that sergeant wasn't really speaking to her and everything. Sorry about the wind. So yeah, she wasn't really speaking to her and everything. So I'm like, and that's when they're like, they took them to Zumba, and that was around the time where my asthma was bad. So I couldn't go to Zumba. I was so mad. Like, I had to sit in there. I remember I had to sit in there for breakfast sometimes. I had to sit in there for lunch sometimes. And I couldn't go outside. Like, I couldn't go outside for a long while. Like, I couldn't do anything. And so yeah, one girl got kicked out for fighting too much. And that fight, I wasn't in that fight, but I got hit by a big man soldier. Like, mind you, this man was like this big, and I'm sitting here trying to break up the fight. All you see is a boom. I'm going to the wall. I'm like, yo, are you serious? It's their fight. You bumping into me. Watch who you're bumping into. But yeah, that was crazy. But I remember we had this dance contest. It was so fun. We did a Jersey Club song, and you know, some of them thought they knew how to Jersey dance. And I'm like, that's not how you do it, but we gonna go with it, you know. But yeah, I would definitely do it all over again, with no doubt. But it had to be with the same group. Like, I can't do it with a new group. Cause I would never, I don't like meeting new people. So you go to a whole new group and everything. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm talking about the exercising after. I think we had to get a PT test, whatever it's called. I don't care. We had to get a PT test. We had to do as many push-ups as we can, as many sit-ups as we can, and 2 mile run. Yeah. So yeah, I did those. I did pretty good until I got my concussion and I couldn't do it at all. But yeah, when I got my concussion, I got my concussion. If you don't know how I got my concussion, it was because we had one on this field trip. So I hit my head the first time because Woody, she was touching my butt, and that's when I turned around and punched her. Mind you, I already opened the door. She touched my butt. I went to go turn around and punch her. That's when I walked into the door. I was looking like Cardi B with the bump. And that's when, okay, so I'm okay. Mind you, I wanted to cry because that hurt. I hit my head hard. But you know, I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So that's when we get back to the place, and I hit my head on my locker. It was like this pointy thing where you put your hook in, your lock in. I hit my head right there, and it was bleeding. So I didn't really think anything of it. So it was progressing, getting worse, and my vision was going out and everything. So that's when my vision, I could see, but I couldn't really see. So I'm trying to go get, we already got our suits by now. I'm trying to go get some water so I can shine my boots, because I think we had a field trip the next day. The field trip that we were on, it was for oh, that air is musty. It was for a food bank, yeah. A food bank, yeah. So I hit my head on the metal thing. I'm going to walk and try to get some water to shine my boots. And then that's when I opened the door, smacked myself in the forehead again. That's why. And so I walked into the door 2 times and I hit my head on the metal thing. So that's when it got worse and everything. And eventually it was to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. I remember I went on a doctor's appointment. I came home. I went on a doctor's appointment, went back, was freaking depressing. And you know, when I came home, I found out some bad news about somebody. And that person was like, I messed up. Yeah. And so I went back. And even though when that person said that it messed up, I really didn't care because the person. But anyways, I went back. I needed to go for another appointment, so I already knew I had to leave again. And that's when I came back out. I was so excited to come back out. I love the world. I love the world. So I came back out and they tell me to get some glasses because I do have a concussion. So that's when we go back and it's like it's getting worse. Like I'm waking up in the middle of the night with my head pounding like I can't sleep. So and I can't focus in school. And so what was my point of staying there? I can't do nothing. Like I feel like I'm not angled. I feel like, so I'm just like, nah, I gotta go home. I can't do this. I didn't want to go home, but I had to go home for my health, because if I stayed there, the way it got worse here when I got home, if I stayed here, it would have been worse, and I probably would have had like permanent brain damage. I'm not being extra or nothing, because when I came home, my concussion was bad, like got worse to the point where all I could do was sleep. Really, when you have a concussion, all you're supposed to do is sleep. You're not supposed to be on your phone. And the reason why my concussion got worse when I got home was because I was on my phone. I was watching TV. I wasn't taking it serious. Like, I was dancing around, doing dub smashes, playing around and everything, shaking my head and everything. And it got worse, and I had to go for different appointments. It seemed like I had my concussion for a year. Like, that's how long I had my concussion. It was like very extra, and I didn't want to leave my friends. And to this day, I regret leaving my friends, and especially Ruby, and especially my 3 friends. And I remember I wrote them, and so yeah, it was very hard for me, because after a while being home, I'm like, I really want to go back, but I know I can't go back because they don't accommodate to things like that. So after a while, I stayed home, and the head, he was trying to like convince me to come back. It was like, we'll accommodate to your head injury. I'm like, that's not true, because one of the girls who had a nose problem, like she had a chronic bleedings and everything, it took them, for her acting out, for them to call her mom. Like, they never called her mom for her nose situation, and then that's when they found out that she had something broken in her nose. I'm like, see, if y'all would have called her mom in the first place, this would have been dealt with. So yeah, there was a lot of drama that went down with me and my group. I just went all the way back. But yeah, so I've been home since, I don't remember when I've been home. I wasn't able to work for a long time. I wasn't able to really do anything for long. I couldn't go to church. All I could do was stay in the house. I couldn't read. Like, I couldn't do anything because my concussion was so bad. Like, some people thought I was faking. Like, no. That concussion was terrible. My head used to pound. And I just used to, like, lay in my bed and I couldn't do nothing. And I wrote them, telling them I missed them and I'm sorry that I left and everything. And I wrote Ruby, told her I'm sorry that I left. I hope she's doing good, and I hope she's not getting into any arguments. Make sure she puts her foot down, because Ruby was a quiet person. Not quiet person, but she didn't like conflict. So it's like, I remember one time she was sergeant, not sergeant, I forget what it's called, but yeah, she and the rack room 2 would not stop. So I said, tell them to shut the F up. So she said, shut the F up. I said, yup, that's me right there, that's me right there. And so yeah, because she was like the white girl, everybody like didn't think that she had it in her. And like, I knew Ruby, she had it in her, but it's like it was deep in her. But yeah, I miss them. I miss them now. I miss them today. I talk to them now and then. But I do regret leaving them. I do. Honestly, I do regret leaving them. I wish I didn't, but you know, I did for my health, and I knew I had to. So, you know, you gotta do things for yourself. And they sent my clothes home and everything in a bag and stuff. And anyway, sorry about the loudness. They sent my clothes in a bag and stuff and everything. I'm like, it's official. Like, I'm really home for good. It was very depressing. Like, I got into a depressed mode and everything. Like, for real. I was, like, upset. But I eventually got used to it, and they eventually came home April 3rd, and we talked and everything. We texted. I talked to them. I talked to one of them, Smitty, almost probably like every day. That girl, oh my God, that girl needs help. That girl needs help. And when I was in the program, I was like the counselor in the program. I would set up dates and times for people when they needed to come talk to me and everything. And someone helped because I'm good to talk to. Like I remember being with my group, the sergeants, they thought like I was better than that. Like they would bring up my grandmother, like, oh, would you think your grandma wants you to do this? And all this other stuff. I'm just like, oh my gosh. They're like, Gibson, you weren't like this in the beginning. You need to go back to Ruby and everything. You were to yourself. You weren't in all this drama. I mean, yeah, I wasn't all in the drama, but like I would argue with some people when I was with Ruby, but like when I got in my group, it did get a little bit worse. But whatever. And so yeah, I mean, I really wouldn't recommend anybody going to that program unless you're like down packed for the program. But I would definitely do it all over again. It's kind of like, that program's like Bad Girls Club. Yeah, besides, yeah, it's like Bad Girls Club. People was getting flicked out, fighting and stuff. And I would definitely do it all over again. It was a great experience to the point where my concussion came. And yeah, I remember so I'm like out of it right now. I remember taking our picture and had these ugly braids, and I remember ladies used to come there and do our hairs and get our hair straightened. I remember I got my hair straightened for the first time in a long time, because I never got my hair straightened before because I did not think my hair was long enough. So when I see my hair, I was like, oh my gosh. So they will come every first month. And that's when one time they did not come every first month, and I wet my hair. I washed my hair. My hair was like, oh, I was so pissed off, bro. I was so pissed off. But I was very upset that they false advertised. Yes, I got the word. They false advertised that place. That place is not as good as it seems. Like, we had to march everywhere we went. I mean, yeah, I knew that, but like my feet was hurting. Like, my feet was hurting. But yeah, I would definitely do it all over again. But I just wouldn't recommend nobody going to that program at all. But I hope you guys liked this video. I hope I remembered enough. This is from what I remember. I don't remember a lot, but I remember kind of a lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow all my descriptions below, and make sure you guys go watch my recent video. That will be in the description below as well. And make sure you like, subscribe. Bye, Brit Brats.